We're here at Bowles Nursery Landscape, and today we're going to be talking all about seed starting. I'm here with Susie Williams. All right, so what are we going to be doing? What's the first thing we need to know?
Well, mostly you just need to have good soil. So if your soil is lacking, I always tell everybody, amend the soil. You want a $5 hole for a 50-cent plant. Always make sure that your soil is moistened before you get into it. Carrots do really well. They're very, very tiny. Carrots need really, really good soil because that's what makes them grow straight. First thing to do, you plant them about a ½ inch deep. I run my finger down here, make a little divot like that. And then I just sprinkle them in here, and I try to get them about, I don't know, maybe a ½ inch apart or so. So what you do is you just lightly cover it with your, with your soil, then tamp it down. That way the seed has really good contact with the soil.
How long should you be watering it every single day?
Probably until you see, I would say, keep the top inch moist for probably 10 days. Now, if this was in my garden and I was going to plant zucchini, I'd plant 2 seeds, 1 inch deep. My finger from the tip to there is 1 inch. Okay? Come over here and plant 2 more. The one that's going to take the longest is when you want to grow tomatoes and peppers. You can start them in like little cell packs. You can use anything you can find that'll hold soil and hold the moisture. Once your seedlings come up, they'll have 2 what we call true leaves. So then you can move it out to where it gets more light.
I cannot wait for a little bit over a week so I can start seeing some of this progress here in this little garden. For more about gardening tips, go to our website, turner23.com.